Military alliances, big or small, have one thing in common. They live on threat because they are like leeches. They drink blood. What is the blood? The blood is so-called threat. And after the dissolution of the Soviet Union, actually the mission of NATO is already over. But NATO, as such a juggernaut, still want to not only survive, but thrive. And how can such a juggernaut thrive? It has to expand. So military alliance basically have to live on threat. But NATO has a problem. Why? Because if it is a bunch of small countries united against a big threat, I totally understand. But for the strongest nations on earth, with 3 nuclear weapon states among them, would come into alliance against what? That is a big question. And if you read the website of NATO, you would find military means are just tools. The first purpose is to defend Western democracy. So this is actually a behavior of holding a big stick in hand and chanting democracy. And that is the very purpose. But now NATO has drive it to almost the threshold of a nuclear war. So it actually has been digging its own tomb. Then about the security of the whole European continent. You can say, of course, NATO is not forcing anybody to join NATO. Of course, these small countries are afraid of Russia, wants to join. All these are correct. But the question is, the security of Europe eventually would depend on compromise between Russia and NATO, like it or not. If there is no compromise between NATO and Russia, Europe will never be safe. It will be always in chaos.